So I'm starting our recording here. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, ideally elevated hips on a pillow, blanket of some sort. Anything you need to do with your legs is fine. Cross-legged, if that works. Butterfly sometimes feels better in your hips when belly grows, but also like if your hips or pelvis feel weird, like sometimes that just feels better. So whatever you need to do, sitting on your heels, as long as you can sit up nice and tall and have your chest like relaxed and shoulders down, hands resting, and you can let the eyes close down. And take a couple of breaths just to connect into this space. So we live in a day and age where we're moving around a lot, where we're going this direction and that direction, and there's benefits to that, but it's also important for us to find these times where we're just in our experience, especially in pregnancy. So that little baby is growing inside of you, is becoming whoever they're meant to be through this developmental process. And you just bearing witness to that is more than enough. Yeah, just being present with them, present with their growth, present with their spirit, their heart. And know that while you're being present with them, they're also present with you. They're paying attention. They're experiencing all that you're experiencing in your body as well. So with this collective presence, take your eyes, roll them up and in towards your third eye point. This is a direct line of communication down to your womb space. And let the hands bring up into prayer in front of the heart, creating balance and harmony in your brain hemispheres and in your energy. And we'll open with our sounds. Om Namo, Gurudev Namo. Om representing the wisdom and information of the ages, of the times. I like to think of this in pregnancy like our doctors, our specialists, our people who are giving us information that have that depth and wisdom to what they're saying. We respect that wisdom, but Gurudev Namo is the wisdom inside. So your mama instinct, your intuition, your heart, your truth. Gurudev Namo. So we'll bow and respect both of these wisdoms together through our voice, through our sounds, letting baby hear them with us as we chant. Keep the eyes closed and rolled up and in, chanting along with me. Take a big deep inhale. Om. Another breath in. Full deep inhale. Exhale the air out, let your hands rest back into any comfortable position. Keep your eyes closed down. Just let you and baby absorb that wisdom, that vibration. You can choose to keep your eyes closed as you listen or open up your eyes here for a moment. So I was reading this post the other day from a fellow mom who had just gone through birth, and it really, like, she was listing off all the things that she wished she heard when she was pregnant. And one of the things that really hit me was, what if it goes perfect? Like, what if everything works out exactly as it's meant to, right? Because I feel like we get that other question all the time of like, oh, make sure you have a backup plan. And like, what if this and what if that? And well, what if they don't respond well to breastfeeding? And what it, like, having all these like backup plans, which, okay, it's good, I guess, to have information. But if we're constantly asking ourselves, what if it goes wrong? That's what we're putting out, is like that energy. And nobody asks you, like, what if it just goes right? What if everything works out? What if your body exactly knows how to do it and it works, right? Which is honestly more often than not how it happens, right? That's like the 80%. But we focus so much on this 20% of like, what if, what if, what if? And so I thought it was such a beautiful thing for us to like set that into us of like, what if everything works? Like, what if literally everything works, and how amazing that is, right? And holding that vision, right? Holding that vision and that hope, because if we're always pushing it the other direction, there's not going to be a chance for that to manifest, right? So let yourself really embrace like the perfection and totality of like your body is designed to do this in every aspect. Your baby's body is being grown and designed to do everything that they're meant to do too. Like everything works out, right? And holding that truth, that hope, that vision for ourselves and for our children, so that we can actually have the potential to see that, right? Instead of constantly being, breaking it down of like, well, make sure you do this and that. No, make sure that you hope that everything works out. That's important, right? So let's keep that vibration moving in our bodies and our meditation. We're going to really laser focus in. So if there's something specific you want out of your pregnancy, like for myself, I want a natural birth. That's something I want. So I'm going to keep that focus today. Or if you know that there's something specific that you really are holding in your hope for your pregnancy and for your baby, in our final meditation, like it's going to be a meditation that's like sharp focus for manifestation. So let yourself kind of develop that throughout the class, and then we'll really like seal it in with that meditation. Yeah. So if you opened eyes, you can close them back down. Grab onto your knees, stay in whatever sitting position you're in. We'll take Subi swirls, which is just a swirl of your chest in a circle. So you can inhale when your chest comes forward, then exhale when it comes back. And just close your eyes, and you can make this as big or small as is good in your body today. And that doesn't necessarily dictate how big belly is. Sometimes a big belly feels really good in a big old circle. And sometimes at the beginning, a small circle feels a lot better on that digestive system. So let yourself already get in tune with how you're feeling and what's the best physical response to how you're feeling. So getting in touch with that Guru Dev Namo, that inner wisdom, and just circle around with your breath, breathing in and out through your nose or mouth, whatever feels the best way to get oxygen into your body, into your baby. Keep those eyes closed and rolled up and in, so you really stay with that inner presence and connection to baby, knowing that as you move, they move too. You can flip your circle to go the other direction. Same exact thing, just switch the way you were going. Keep your breath flowing. You can go slow or fast, or even switch your speed. Consistency doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it the same for a long period of time, right? It might mean like, slowing down, speeding up as necessary. And that's also true in birth, right? It's not like a consistent marathon where you got to keep your rhythm. Your rhythm's going to flow. So already let yourself be able to flow with what rhythm is most important in this moment, in this body, in this experience today. Start to come all the way back through to the center. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale. And stay sitting, but bring your hands onto your belly, really low on your belly, so kind of close to your pelvis. Your eyes will stay closed, and we'll take some breaths into our pelvic floor with just visualization and also like a sense of your pelvis. So as you inhale, your belly will physically expand. You'll feel your pelvis muscles, your pelvic floor kind of softening down. And then as you exhale, the belly will softly contract a little bit, and that pelvic floor is also responding in the same way. So just keep your hands on that low place in your belly and breathe in and out. The inhale, it'll expand and open and relax all the way into the pelvis. And on the exhale, it'll soften and gently contract back up and in. Take about 5 or 6 breaths at your own pace. Just really paying attention to that pelvic space. And similar to holding that vision for ourselves, recognize that just visualizing the pelvis relaxing is enough. You don't have to physically feel it. Though you might feel it, that's okay too. But holding that relaxation is very powerful in our vision. Take about 2 more breaths into that space. Gently, you can start to release your hands away from that area, and we'll find our way into a tabletop. So relieve your pillow or blanket out to the side. And however it feels best to crawl your way there, just make your way onto hands and knees. We'll work through some cat-cow, so hands right under shoulders, knees under hips. As you inhale, you'll soften and arch your tailbone back, and chin and chest will lift. And then exhale, you'll round. You'll tuck chin to chest and hug baby up and in towards your spine. Inhale becomes that arch, and exhale is the curl. Go again at your pace. Know that it's really normal to feel a little extra sensitivity in your joints in pregnancy. So if you feel better on your fists or forearms, that's always okay. Or even placing your pillow underneath your knees. Nurture and take care of your body the same way you're going to nurture and take care of your baby. Right? If you're wanting to provide comfort for them, you have to provide comfort and support for you first. Big full breaths. Just move that spine. Beautiful. Couple more rounds at your pace. You can even stay for a few breaths in either your arch or your curl and move around or wiggle the hips or the head. Anything that feels good as you start to sense how your body is responding today to this movement. Starting to come back towards a neutral place as you take a big deep inhale. And then exhale, sit into child's pose. You can take wide knees, take your hips back towards your heels, and then let your arms rest out in front of you. If your belly is growing and it feels better to be in a puppy pose with the hips elevated, that's fine too. Wherever you are, just take a few breaths. Enjoy this stillness, this space. Embracing the peaceful moments whenever they come. As you inhale, you can start to sit up onto your knees. So your hips are on your heels and you're up on your knees. Ensure now that your knees are as wide as your hips, so they're a little more structurally in front of your pelvis. We're going to work with our shoulders a little bit. So you can reach your arms back as you inhale. And then exhale, give yourself a big hug, wrap around. You can take your right arm on top. Yeah. And then undo your hands, find eagle position. You'll wrap onto those hands here. Now, keeping our arms in this position, you'll inhale, lift up your hips and give yourself a little arch back. And then exhale, sit down, bring your elbows towards your chest and let your head relax forward. So just transitioning like that. Inhale, you'll come up, elbows lift, chest lifts, opens back. Exhale, you'll drop those elbows down and your chin also will drop down. So you're stretching through the chest. Keep moving through these positions at your own pace. Again, if your knees are sensitive, place your pillow or blanket underneath. And if you start to feel as you're moving, you get a little dizzy or disoriented, you can always open those eyes back up. If you're comfortable keeping them closed and really staying in that inner place, that's totally fine too. Take it a few more times up and down. Rising all the way back down onto your hips, unwinding those hands. Inhale, reach your hands back. This time, crawl them back behind you. Place your fingers on the floor and just lift up your chest and relax your head back for a few breaths. Feel all that openness in your heart and your chest. One more big deep inhale. Exhale, start to lift your chest back up over your hips. And we'll do the same thing with our left hand on top. So inhale, arms back first. Exhale, hug that left arm up and over on top. And then unwind your hands, reach them together to interlace a little bit. Inhaling as you rise up, elbows lift, arch back, pelvis forward. Exhale, sitting down, elbows drop towards the chest, and head will round down as well. Moving as so. Your pace, your body. If it feels good, maybe not to lift the hips today, that's fine too, and you just want to work on your chest. Always trust your body and move in the way that feels best for you, which especially in pregnancy is really different day to day. Yeah, so it's okay if one day something feels awesome and the next day it's like, doesn't even feel like an option. That's totally normal and okay, and you can trust that. A few more times up and down here, opening through that chest. Making this your last one, landing back onto those heels. And then unwind those hands. Again, you can take that little lift back, bring your fingertips back, rest on those hands, just lift up your chest, open up, take a couple breaths with the head dropping back. Opening your chest and heart to receive all that beauty, that future you're holding for yourself, for your baby. One more breath. Exhale as you begin to crawl your way back forward, this time returning all the way to hands and knees. Fingers spread nice and wide, tuck your toes underneath and find a downward facing dog here. Relax your head down. You can bend the knees a little bit. You can shake the head a little, yes and no. We'll stay here for a few breaths. So just kind of feel out your body, whatever feels good. Breathe. One more big breath in. Exhaling out. With soft knees, start to walk your feet forward towards your hands, taking them now as wide as your shoulders so you have lots of space. Bent knees and walk your hands all the way up your legs, keeping your head dropping down. So you have the support of your hands as you crawl your way up all the way to standing. And as you stand up, just take your hands, maybe one on the heart, one on baby. Just connect for this moment. Feel that miracle of life that both of you are holding. So your heart is beating, keeping you alive, but also bringing baby to life. And this is something your body is entirely designed to do and has been doing since your first breath. Right? Your heart has been consistent and beating since every moment you can remember. So there's so much trust, there's so much confidence in your body, in its ability to do exactly what it's meant to do. So let yourself really embrace that perfection of the divine creation of how we're designed. And let yourself rest in that amazing beauty and potential that is held in that space. Take one more big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. Start to release your hands to the sides here. And you can bring your hands onto your waist. Separate your feet as wide as your shoulders. Just give your waist a little shake side to side. So you can kind of just shake out your hips. You can close your eyes, just getting some like laxivity into the pelvis, which is important. We want it to be really flexible. And that doesn't mean like physically flexible, like going into the splits. It means mobility. So little movements like this are good. Just shake a little bit more side to side. And then come through the center and just shake a little front and back. So front and back and front and back. Kind of like tucking your pelvis under and sticking your booty out. Shake it. Very good. Start to come back through to the center here. Now my camera Because of where I'm at, you can't see my feet, but I'm gonna explain this one, okay? So you're gonna take your foot out to the side. I'm gonna lift it up so you can see it's pointed toe, but your toe is on the ground. Yeah, so you don't have to lift it, keep it on the floor. And then you'll step over and you'll point the other toe. So you'll kind of plie and then toe. It's a little bit of ballet. Yeah, that's it. Plie and toe, yeah? Working our toes and ankles and feet really helps our digestive system in pregnancy, which is really important because wherever you are in your pregnancy, your digestive system is getting affected. So it's important that we have this ability to kind of work our feet and ankles. And actually as well, when babies have indigestion, if you wiggle their little feet and their calves, it helps. Yeah, there's something down there that just stimulates digestion. So it's good to know. Just keep working those feet, pointing and bending them. Let your calves kind of burn a little bit. That's good. This also is good for our pelvic stability since our feet are turned in. As much as we want that mobility, we want stability at the same time. Right, so we have that balance in our bodies. Keep going for a few more rounds. Let those calves burn, let the hips burn for 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring your feet underneath you and you can just shake your legs a little bit. You can relax your arms now and shake your arms too. Let all that tension go. Very, very good. All right, we're moving into our Khalsa squats, which I know you're familiar with, and these are so good. So I'm gonna have to angle my camera a bit. I'm in my bedroom, my husband's teaching in the other space, so we're working together here. So if you're new to these, anybody at home, you're going to roll up your mat at least halfway. I have a very thin mat today, so I'm gonna roll it like more than halfway. Honestly, I'm kind of gonna roll it like almost all the way up. You need to have a solid foundation to stand upon because from here, your heels will go on your mat and your toes will come onto the floor in front of you and the balls of the feet as well. We're elevating our heels so that our pelvis can stay neutral. If your heels are on the ground, your pelvis has to tuck under or stick out usually. So it's important we have those heels elevated. I'm gonna move the camera back up again. So you've got your feet planted on your mat, shoulder width distance, feet are parallel as well. Don't let those toes turn out, yeah? From here, you'll inhale your arms all the way up. The palms will press at the top. And then exhale, sit your hips to the lowest position, as far down as they'll go, hands coming through that prayer. When you come to the bottom, about 50% of your weight comes into the hands, head is dropping down, knees will stay bent, and you'll start to roll up with your head dropping down all the way. So 15 of these at your pace. Go ahead and begin, use your breath, and work through 15 of these beautiful squats. And again, do your best in your body today. So if you need to take a rest between some of the squats, or even if you need to do a half squat coming with the hands on the knees instead of all the way to the floor, work with your body, but also trust your strength. Trust in your ability for your body to do this posture exactly as it's meant to be. Your body has all the structures necessary, all the strength necessary, all the guidance and devotion and intuition necessary to work through any experience. And it's a great place for us to start recognizing that in any physical challenge that we face. So just keep moving, keep breathing. Also let baby kind of team up with you. If you start to feel a little weak or a little bit like it's becoming challenging, ask baby to help you out. Yeah? You guys are a team, right? They're in your body just as much as you're in your body right now. And they also want everything to go well too, right? That's their vision and their goal. They want a healthy, happy, beautiful experience, right? So let their vision also support yours. Let their spirit and determination and innocence and beauty. Hold that truth and that strength for the both of you together. You're doing amazing, mamas. Keep that breath supporting you. Working your way through all 15 of these squats if it's possible in your body today. And I believe in y'all that it is possible. Believe in yourself as well. Let your whole body sing through these squats. Let it be more than just a physical expression, but an expression of your spirit, an expression of your heart. As you do finish those squats, you can stand comfortably and place your hands anywhere that feels intuitive to connect to, maybe on baby, maybe on your heart, maybe just by the sides, open, receptive. But just take a few breaths for you to experience that strength together. Experience that capacity and capability of your bodies together working as one. And the miracle and magic that takes place when you all team up. And everything we do through our pregnancy and really beyond, it is a teamwork. It's not just us discovering baby, it's baby discovering us. And together we'll learn and grow and teach each other. Starts here in the womb and goes so much further beyond. Take one more big deep breath. Exhale the air out. You can step yourself off of that rolled up mat and then unroll it, unwind it so it becomes flat again. Adjust it however you need to support that. We'll take a little bit of some kind of squats with like some twisting in our spine, which is good. So now I do want you to have your toes out, okay? Your feet are as wide as actually wider than your shoulders. So you have lots of space, okay? Inhale, your arms will go up. And then exhale, just bend your elbows and knees coming down. Inhale again, back up. Exhale, take it down. Finding this nice wide kind of frog-like position. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up. And then this time, exhale down, bring your hands onto your knees. Inhale your chest in the center. You can stick your butt out a little. Exhale, twist one shoulder in. Inhale through the center, and then exhale, other shoulder. And just take a couple twists like this. Keep your legs bent. So you're working through those thighs, strengthening your thighs, which is important. But you're also relieving your lower back, which tends to be a big area of agitation throughout pregnancy, really normal, even early on, because there's so much change happening in the body. And your spine is your main carrying, sort of like your carrying case. It's like your phone case for your body or something. It's like that kind of encases everything. And so it feels that pressure. Just a couple more twists here. Strong legs. And then come all the way through to the center. Take a big deep inhale. Now exhale, relax yourself all the way forward towards the floor. You can take your heels now so they're parallel. And your knees can stay bent or straight as you feel good. And just relax your head down and shake it a little, yes and no. Relieve out your hamstrings. Again, this is good for your lower back. Just relax your head, take a few more breaths. One more big deep breath in. Exhaling out. Now stay in this folded position. Your hands are towards the floor. Bring your heels back in and your toes out and sit down into a squat. So a yogi squat all the way down. You can move a little bit side to side here, like kind of cradling your hips, and then sit your hips all the way back and bring the soles of the feet together onto your mat. Coming into Baddha Konasana. Grab onto your ankles here, and then we're gonna take baby for a little boat ride. So you're going to rock a little bit towards one side and then towards the other side. And you can let your hip lift up if you like, or keep it down. But just close your eyes and kind of rock, like let your body become a rocking chair for baby. This movement is really soothing to them. They really like this kind of rocking, gentle movement, both inside the womb and out of the womb. So just soothe and nurture them a little bit through your own physical body, also relaxing your hips. So any of these things we can do that support us and them at the same time, this is like the best nourishment. When mom feels good, baby feels good. When baby feels good, mom feels good, right? Just a couple more rocks side to side. And begin to find your way all the way back through to the center here. Go ahead and extend your legs out towards like a kind of pizza position. So they're in like a V, not a really big split, but a V. Yes. We're going to do our keep up exercise in this position. So keep ups, 3 minutes of arms out to the sides to strengthen our mind, not your body, okay? These are, they're tough, but they're meant to be tough, right? They're meant to train us and teach us that we can do it. Like your arms are gonna stay up. It's your brain that's like, oh my gosh, this hurts. I don't like it. I'm tired. I'm late. I'm whatever it is. Like, you know, my right shoulder has an impingement. I don't know. You know what I mean? We come up with so many excuses. Like, and like, I'm not saying if your shoulder does have an impingement, like take care of yourself. But at the same time, like most of the time, your mind is going to shut off before your body does, right? And it's really important. We do these 3 minutes because this trains us for labor. And I can't tell you how many women who have taken this class consistently said this exercise particularly made the difference for their labor, right? For their mentality, okay? So I got my timer on. Arms are out to the sides. Your legs are in a V because you're going to reach towards one toe and then the other toe. And your arms stay up. So don't let the arms actually reach to the toe. They're staying up. You're just kind of reaching like towards the toe and then towards the other toe. So you're also getting a little oblique work at the same time. You can close your eyes, roll them up and in. And just move your torso, reaching towards your toes. Elbows stay optimally straight. Arms are nice and energetic, reaching out. And just keep that motion and movement going. This is also a great tip for labor that sometimes if you put motion into a different part of your body, it starts to distract your mind mentally from the other part. So maybe moving the head, the toes, the fingers. These are things you can start to include right now too. Like if you want to wiggle your fingers, if that helps, or like shake out your toes. Some of this can really just help your body then to be able to withstand the pressure or the sensation that you're feeling through those arms. And just keep moving it out. You can even close the eyes, let your head respond. Again, recognize baby's still getting that little rocking motion. This feels awesome for them. They're also getting that strength and that mentality, that effort you're putting into your awareness is helping to support them, help their little minds to get strong, to get resilient. Important qualities in life. Starts with you, mama. Keep it going. You're doing amazing. Amazing. Breathe. Let your breath support you. Elbows as straight as they can possibly go. You've got about a minute more. Keep moving. Eyes can roll up and in. Communicate this strength down into baby. Communicate this effort deep into your pituitary gland, your master gland of the body. Start to train that. That is not only the most important process and gland through your pregnancy and through your birth, but also through postpartum. Pituitary health is vital, and taking those eyes up and into that space just supports and strengthens that. Your pituitary gland regulates every hormone in your body. All the hormones that produce and create your baby, all the hormones that produce and create labor, all the hormones that produce and create your milk for your baby. Once they're born, yeah, keep those eyes in that place. Your pituitary is designed to support your body in the most perfection and most optimal way possible for you. 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Good, come through the center, inhale those arms up. And then right away, you're gonna exhale, fold yourself forward, relax your arms down. You can come as far forward here as comfortable and relax your head. Long, deep breath, just soften. Soften your head, your shoulders, your face. Let all that support and strength start to melt into your body. As it opens and softens in this position. Gently start to walk yourself all the way back up into your seat. And just take your hands maybe onto baby or your heart for a couple more breaths. Connecting, feeling that strength. Feeling that trust in your body. That trust in your mind, that vision of your future together. Knowing that everything is bound to happen exactly as it's meant to, as it's designed to. Finding reverence and gratitude in that space. Deeply inhale in. Exhale the air out. Go ahead and release your hands behind you. We'll take a little bridge pose. What's it called? A reverse bridge pose. Yeah, just to support our low back. So take your hands behind you, fingers face you. As you inhale, you'll lift those hips up and relax your head back. And then you'll exhale, lower back down. And just flow through these couple positions a few times, inhaling up, exhaling down, opening your chest as well as your low back. This is also really good for pelvic stability. Lots of breath. A few more times up and down. Last one, lifting up. Exhale as you lower back down. Go ahead and extend your legs straight out in front of you now comfortably. I'll turn to face you again. We're going to stretch our shoulders one more time. So sit on your right fingertips, just like lift up your booty and place it right underneath kind of your thigh. So those fingertips are settled down. Your right or left arm comes up and over. Grab your right ear and then gently encourage your ear and shoulder to separate with eyes closed. Just take a couple of breaths here, relieving any tension in the neck, shoulders, even the chest. One more big breath. Now keep this little tug on the ear, but bring your chin down towards your chest. So now you're working through the back of the neck, the back of the shoulder blades. Breathe into that space, relax that area of the body. One more breath in. Exhale, start to bring your head all the way back through the center and then relieve that left arm and relieve your right fingertips as well. And switch sides. So now you sit onto the left fingertips. Right arm's gonna come up and over, grabbing that ear, and then gently encourage that separation. Eyes closed, chest open, 2 breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, gently dropping the chin down towards the chest. Keep that tug on the ear. Feel that opening through the back of the neck and shoulder blades. 2 breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, start to bring your head all the way back through to the center and then relieve that pressure again of both hands. Moving towards our meditation, so if you've placed your pillow or blanket to the side, bring it back. You can place it under your hips, crossed legs, or any other position that feels good to sustain. This meditation is not long, but it's powerful, okay? So as I was mentioning, if there's something specific that you really want to see in your pregnancy, in your birth, in your, postpartum, like it can be anything. But find something specific that you want to hold on, because that'll create more power into this meditation. And you can do it as many times as you need to keep bringing bringing each vision together. But today, just pick one, yeah? So I'm going to demonstrate first. You don't have to put your arms up because we'll be in arms up for a little bit. So it's a thumbs up position, okay? And then the knuckles will come together. Your thumbs will come together, but they're like right at the top. Let me get closer to the camera here. Right at the top, your thumbs have like a little V. Do you see how small that little V is? Like, it's not like a V. It's just where the thumbs, separate, okay? So that's how hairline focused this meditation is. We are placing our vision. You don't have to put your arms there yet because they'll be there for a while. They're going to be straight, okay? And your eyes are open, right? Which we normally don't do in Kundalini yoga, but today eyes are open, looking into that V, like super focused through that V. And whatever it is that you're holding for your future, for your pregnancy, birth, labor, is right there in that space, yeah? And we're gonna completely focus in on it, zero in on it. We'll breathe long and deep through our nose. Keep your chest open, and we'll stay there for a little bit. Not too long, but not too short either, okay? So again, this is meant to challenge you. Your arms will become sore, like you'll have a little bit of an experience, but I encourage you to break through that tipping point, because usually if you stay in it, all of a sudden your arms like stay up by themselves, right? And it's the same thing with labor. Like if you're in this like intense moment, but then all of a sudden it just happens, right? Baby just comes out. So like, let that energy start to support you mentally so that can, unfold later into your experience. Yes. So I am going to start our timer. We can put our arms up. You are focused right into that little V between those thumbs. Open eyes and hold that vision, that desire, that future that you know is possible for you, that you know is possible for baby. And let all of your attention, all of your drive, all of your inspiration be completely hyper-focused into that space. It's said that this position has the ability to completely recharge any situation. So any doubt or any struggle that's holding you back from grabbing that future, keep yourself focused and solid in the position and let those doubts and challenges or whatever it is naturally melt away. And let the truth of whatever it is that you're holding for yourself, for your baby, become reality. You know it's possible. You wouldn't desire it if it wasn't. You know what's meant for you. You know what's possible for your pregnancy, for your baby. Trust that. Focus those eyes on that V. See that future right there in front of you. Keep breathing. Elbows as straight as they can possibly go. If your arms shake or move, that's okay. Let them, but stay solid. See that vision. Let that determination build with each breath. That trust manifest. That reality become true. You've got 1 more minute here. Stay committed, stay present. Let the sensations building help to create even more intensity in that V that you're staring into, in that laser focused space of what you're creating and manifesting, of what is becoming completely true for you and your baby. What's already been true, but is now just gaining even more support and strength. 30 seconds, mama. You're doing amazing. Your strength is inspiring your baby. Stay solid. Take a full deep inhale in. Keep your arms up, powerful exhale out. Keep those eyes focused. 2 more breaths, inhale. See that vision, exhale the air out. Last one, inhale. Focus those eyes even more. And exhale. Let those hands relax down. Now close your eyes. And let yourself dive into the experience of truth that you've created. Feel the reality of the perfection of your body, of your design, of your divinity, of your baby's body and their design and their divinity. Let all of that soak into each of your cells together. You're welcome to stay in this meditative place, absorbing for as long as you and baby feel is best. But if you are ready to continue to absorb in Shavasana in your resting pose, you're welcome to lay yourself down. Either onto your back if it's early in pregnancy and that feels comfortable, or onto your left or right side, supporting yourself with a pillow or blanket as necessary. Letting everything get deeply, deeply comfortable so that all of this truth, all of this potential and possibility can deeply settle into the genetic coding of both you and your baby. Knowing that everything will be exactly as it's meant to be for the two of you. Chatara chakara varti, chatara chakara mugate, siyambam sabam sarapurta sarapujugate. Chakravarti Chatara Chakra Mugate Suyam Savam Sarapurta Sarapujugate Tukalam Pranasi Deyalam Sarupe Satayanga Sange Abangan Vibhupe Chatara Chakra Varati Chatara Chakra Mugate Swayambam Savam Sare Purata Sare Pujugate Tukalam Pranasi Deyalam Sarupe Satayanga Sange Abangan Vibhuti Chatara Chakra Varati Chatara Chakra Mugate Swayama Savam Sare Purata Sare Pujugate Tukalam Pranasi Deyalam Saruke Satayanga Sange Abangan Vibhuti Chatara Chakra Varati Chatara Chakra Mugate Siyamam Savam Sare Purta Sare Pujugate Tukalam Pranasi Deyalam Sarupe Satayang Kasange Abangan Vibhuti Chatara Chakra Varati Chatara Chakra Mugate Siyama Savam Sare Purata Sare Pujugate Tukalam Pranasi Deyalam Sarupe Satayanga Sange Abangan Vibhuti So you can start to take some gentle sensation back through your body, maybe the wiggling of your toes, your fingers, or the softening of the head side to side. Moving gently. If you are on your back, you might circle your way over to one of your sides to rest there. Eventually pressing into the floor with your hands, using the strength of your arms to sit you back up into a comfortable seat with the chest open, the heart lifted, and the hands rising into prayer in front of the heart. Close with our song, The Longtime Sun, and really sing this to your baby. So let the sunshine fall into them. Let that light and divinity guide them, guiding you guys together through this journey that you've embarked on. Closing with a long Sat Nam, true name, true essence, honoring the authenticity of who we are and who our children are as well. Big, deep inhale to sing. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Singing one more round. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale for long Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May you trust in your vision for you, for your baby, for your future. And may it unfold exactly as it's meant to be. Sat Nam.